It's really hard at that stage, and I'm always very clear to, like, when I work with an organization, it's hard for me to work with just founders. I typically actually take advisory roles at that point, um, because they still have to find product market fit there. Um, what founders typically want to bring me in is to say, let's get through the next growth stages, um, and that's usually like we're getting ready to go raise a Series A, or we are Series A and we want to prep and look good for a B in 18, 24 months, whatever it needs to be. Um, and so I think what typically doesn't work is, when founders have this expectation that just by hiring someone, anyone, whether it's full time or even fractional, that they can solve all the go to market problems. Because honestly, that's just an unrealistic expectation. There are so many challenges at that stage. Yes, I can work through frameworks. We can test a lot of channels really fast. Um, Ultimately, I'm at the mercy of how many people on your side can execute day to day, and that puts a limiting constraint to some extent, on how much we can actually do. And so, actually, what I have found is, and you described this a little bit, Jessica, companies that are a little further along in terms of revenue, but the evolution of the go-to-market engine hasn't been built. And sometimes those are product led. Lucid was about a couple million of revenue when I joined, but the evolution of the direct B2B sales team was not there. Maybe I'm sure you experienced as a Dropbox, right? Like that was not built out at all. But you have this go-to-market engine, or sorry, PLG engine that's working really well. How do you layer in a direct sales function on top of that? So I don't know if that answers your question, but there's some really unique challenges at that stage that are, it's always good to get advice. It's always good to work with people that have eyes that are not in your day-to-day business all the time, because I think it's so easy to get tunnel vision of what you're working on, and get in this echo chamber of validation. And if you're not getting eyes outside on what you're doing, you're going to miss, more often than not.